This is our first video for the 4JW Farm channel. We actually live in a suburb, well actually we live out in the country, but we live in a neighborhood on about 1 acre, and we are currently in the process of moving to a 10-acre piece of land, which will be a larger farm, of course. And I just wanted to share with you how we turned our dog kennel fencing into our chicken coop. These are our ladies and gents. We actually have more gents than we need for this many ladies. We bought our chickens in straight runs, so what you get's what you get. And of course we ended up with too many roos, but I will tell you that our chickens are a unique breed. They're a rare breed, most of them, and they are very kind and docile, and I just don't have the heart to get rid of any of them. So we will be adding to our flock instead of getting rid of any in our flock. Our chickens are like this guy right here. This is a blue Australorp, and if you know anything about chickens, blue does not mean blue. It means gray. And then we have the black Australorp. That's Trevette right there. It's beautiful with some green shining through. We also have blue and black splashes Australorps, and those are the white ones, like that one right there, with the different specks. We have a Cucamaran, a French Cucamaran, and we have a Dominique. And we have a golden lace Wyandotte, and she's already gone out there, Gertie. But the blue and the splash Australorps are the rare ones. We actually had ours mailed in from a different state because we looked for them here, and we could not find anybody that was selling any chicks. So, but we are enjoying them very much. That is, I think that's actually Texas. He's my big boy. And then there's Ranger peeking in over here. And then we have Alex. She's up under the water. And this is Trevette. And that big guy right there is Cordell. And we have one more blue rooster, Ollie. But I'm not really sure where he is at the moment. We did use the extra fencing to give a run outside this area. This is just the innard, the insides of the coop, and so we've made this food feeder. And I think my husband got it at, I want to say like a yard sale for $2, but we have hung it to the fence here, and we can just pull the handle down, and it's super convenient to not have to go up to the building every time to feed them. The lining we have around it, the chicken coop, is actually it was an advertisement for Verizon. It was part of a billboard, but it's a really heavy canvas vinyl material, so we have just lined it all the way around the inside of, there's one of our sons, inside of the coop. And then we have we keep the weather radio down here so that we can keep predators away in the evenings. We also have a heat lamp for when we have colder nights, and then the laying boxes are there. The only thing that I don't like that we did have to do just to attach the chicken wire from the outside is we did have to cut a slit into the fabric here, and this does allow rain to kind of get in sometimes. So that's the only thing about this that I'm not really fond of. We did attach some 2x4s here, and we used this bracketing system here, which is just in your plumbing department at your Lowe's, to attach these wood pieces so that we would have something to nail the roof to. We love the metal roof. John Michael has I think that is Ranger. He's
That's
holding Ranger.
It's a Splash.
Yeah, that's one of our Splashes. He's handsome. But our chickens are very docile. They're very sweet. You can, I mean, they don't necessarily like to be picked up all the time, but they will let us pick them up if we need to. And then we didn't even change the lock system here. We fold this fabric in and just kind of keep it, you know, secure and taut. We use some staples at the top. And then we did add this in between the roof and the plywood, just so that it would give them a little bit more extra protection from the predators. And then the extra outside, we kept the fence on that came, obviously. And then we just overlaid it with a chicken wire. And we used a ton of zip ties. We still need to trim these down, but with the move, we're just gonna leave them for now because we'll probably have to rewire this. We actually have a whole nother section this size to put onto the end, and I like it too. We actually have this gate closed in at the moment, but we will not lock it, like put the chicken wire over it once we move to the new land, because we will actually have free range. And so I like it too, in case there was an emergency and I needed to get into the run, I wouldn't have to try to crawl through the hole or the kids crawl through the hole, because I'm not gonna crawl through that hole. But we do have some more fencing to add to make it a bigger run, but once they become free range, that's where we'll go. We currently have a swarm trap available, you know, up. We're hoping to catch a swarm in. We do have honeybees. We have not been super successful at them this year because the weather has been so crazy, so hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. The blooms just, spring really wasn't spring here, and it didn't really produce a lot of pollen for them. But we have planted special flowers and stuff. We actually prefer clove honey, so we keep clover patches in our yard so that they can feed off of those. But we'll be making more videos about our little homeland and our move to our 10 acres, and kind of a documentary of how our I scared them. A documentary on how our homestead's gonna go and how we're gonna become more self-sustainable through our farm, and not necessarily get off the grid, because we're pretty social and our kids are very active in sports, but we definitely want to rely on ourselves for a lot more things than the government and stores. And there's nothing better than going out to your own tomato plant and grabbing a tomato off and going inside and making a fresh tomato sandwich. And so we want our children to have these values and these tools and these resources, that within their life, there's ever a particular moment where they have to be self-sustainable. I mean, even for little, well, not little things, if as adults they were to lose their job and they couldn't afford to feed their family, how they could go out back and grow their family some food until they could find more employment. So that's kind of where our mentality is. But we hope that you subscribe to our channel and watch for more videos. Thanks.